Hello, good morning, friends. How are y'all doing today? Happy Monday. It is Magical Monday. It is Motivational Monday. I hope you have whatever Monday you need to set yourself up for success this week. I know I already put out a post, but I really want to say thank you again to everybody who came out this weekend for Tea and Tarot. We had a great time. Janine from Pinecone Cauldron came in with the best tea I think I've ever had in my fucking life. And everybody showed up, okay? Everybody showed up for themselves. I loved sitting around the fire with y'all, and I cannot wait to do it again on the 25th. Coming up this Saturday is going to be the Mind Body Spirit Fair, okay? This show is always a hit. This one's going to be in Escanaba at the fairgrounds in the Ruth Butler building. So if you're in the area, please do stop by. There's going to be so many of us there, and like I said, it's always a good show, always a good turnout, and it's always great to see everybody. Anyway, let's dive into our Hey Witch card of the day, okay? So our prompt for today from my Shadows of October prompts is, how else does the shadow manifest in our lives? And the cards do not disappoint. So, Hey Witch, we have the Eight of Swords here. So one of the other ways that the shadow manifests in our lives is in our ability to share ourselves with others, okay? Our ability to be vulnerable with others, our ability to also set ourselves free, okay? A lot of times this card suggests that we are being bound, but it's almost like we have bound ourselves. So this kind of feels like self-sabotage to me as well, like holding ourselves back. And we might even think that it's like someone else or something outside of us, but really this is coming from within us. So we have to be asking ourselves, how can we set ourselves free? How can we show up more fully in our relationships and be vulnerable with others? And maybe even asking ourselves, what are we so afraid of in regard to being really having these intimate relationships in our lives, these intimate friendships, even, romantic relationships? What fear is holding us back from being vulnerable with others? And I feel like there's a lot of hurt tied up in this shadow as well, which makes sense. Usually if we're afraid of being vulnerable with others, it's because we have been in the past and somebody has hurt us, like a lot. And trust me, I know, okay, I have this shadow too, all right? So I know how hard it can be to open up, all right? When we don't open up to others, then we're not only hurting ourselves, but we're also hurting them. If we want authentic, real relationships, then we too are going to have to be authentic and real. So perhaps even a deeper part of this is, do we know ourselves? And if we don't, then that's one of the ways that we can set ourselves free. These shadows will keep manifesting until we do the work behind them and see them for what they are. See it, feel it, heal it, and keep moving forward, however that looks for you. So how are you going to do this work today and the days that follow? Let me know, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, friends.